I'm Sebastian Monroe, President of the Republic and General of its militia.
The relationship between your character Monroe and Miles has always been complicated, but what does it mean and where is it going in season 2?
Yeah, I mean, look, it has been very complicated. Neville even referenced it as an erotic fixation of sorts, which is not quite knocking the nail on the head. I think it's kind of belittling, like, what it is that they have. At the end of last season, we saw them in an environment where they were made to talk. They're actually made to communicate with each other. And from that, you start to see the scratchings and the etchings of a different facet of their relationship. They're not going to make up anytime soon.
Don't you walk away from me!
Where do you think you guys stand in moving forward? How is that going to play out?
As long as these two characters still walk the planet that we have on this show, there's going to be this weird unconditional love between them. That's how I see it. It's seen its peaks and valleys, it's seen its almost time of termination, and it's survived so much stuff. So I'm kind of stoked to see where this is Eric Kripke, the writer, I'm stoked to see where he's taking it.
You are nothing to me.
For me, it's always like, how can the show be better, and how can we learn from what we did right and what we did wrong in season 1, and listen to the fan response and just keep making a better and better show. And and I'm very confident that we're making a show that's even better than it was in season 1, and I'm just excited to just keep making it the best possible show I can.
Charlie is an incredibly strong woman, and where is it that you look forward to taking this character in the next season?
Charlie gets it, and she kind of goes on her own path this year and breaks away from everybody and gains her independence a lot more and starts to figure herself out. There's a lot of things that have happened, obviously, that we've seen in season 1, and she hasn't really had time to process everything through, and so she embarks on her own journey to sort things out for herself. And so that's been really fun for me so far. I'm not sure where we're going and what's going to happen, but I know that it's going to be awesome.
When the show started, people thought the biggest concern was getting the power back on, but that's obviously changed now. So what do you think is the biggest issue heading into the next season?
I think the biggest issue now is survival. We probably have part of a radiated United States, a radiated world. And the biggest concern is who's going to lead, who's going to guide, who's going to take over and really put this back together, or will it all go awry? We left it in the tower, we left our last season knowing that there was a president out there, knowing there was an America that may have possibly been the ones to set all this up. But we're thrown into a world in season 2 where we're in a tribal world. We're in a world where you don't even recognize people as being human. They've morphed in such a weird way to try to survive. So it's a whole different revolution for season 2. I thought maybe I'd come back and have a uniform with some buttons and be in charge. Oh, far from it. I come back at the bottom of the barrel trying to figure out how to live and really desperate to know where my wife might be. So it's a desperate situation in season 2 and a very exciting one as well.
Good, great.